On this Civic, P0980 points to an open electrical condition in the shift solenoid valve C circuit. In plain terms, the PCM may not be seeing the solenoid circuit the way it expects to. The driver may notice shift concerns, or the vehicle may simply set the warning light. The likely fault areas are electrical, the solenoid circuit, connectors, the shift solenoid wire harness, the solenoid itself, or possibly PCM software or PCM control. This code is not chased as a mechanical transmission problem. Before testing, save the captured operating data and any onboard snapshot with the HDS. Then use that information to help reproduce the concern. Start by checking whether P0980 is present right now. Turn the ignition switch to on Roman 2, clear the code with the HDS, then start the engine with the shift lever in P and wait for at least 1 second. After that, check pending or confirmed codes with the HDS. If P0980 comes right back, the failure is duplicated and you move straight into circuit testing at the solenoid C resistance check. If it does not come back, continue with the commanded solenoid operation check. Next, use the HDS miscellaneous test menu and command shift solenoid valve C. You are listening for a click. If the click is heard, the solenoid is operating during that command, so keep going and try to duplicate the fault under the driving condition. If there is no click, do not guess at the part yet. Go to the electrical resistance check next. Now reproduce the operating condition for this code. Test drive the vehicle in third gear with the shift lever in D for at least 1 second and watch the OBD status for P0980 in the HDS code menu. If the HDS shows failed, the fault has been duplicated, and the next move is the solenoid C resistance check. If it shows passed, treat it as an intermittent condition for now. Check for poor connections or loose terminals between shift solenoid valve C and the PCM. If the status is not completed, repeat the drive condition instead of moving ahead on an incomplete monitor. For the resistance check, turn the ignition switch to lock 0, jump the SCS line with the HDS and disconnect PCM connector C49P. Measure resistance on the SHC circuit between PCM connector C49P No. 21 the green wire and body ground. The expected reading is 13.817, 1 ohmega. If the reading is in that range, shift solenoid valve C checks OK on this test. At that point, update the PCM if it does not have the latest software or substitute a known good PCM, then verify the repair. If the resistance is not 13.817, 1 ohmega, continue to the open wire check on the SHC line. With the ignition still at lock 0, disconnect the shift solenoid wire harness 8P connector, while PCM connector C49P remains disconnected. Check continuity on the SHC circuit between shift solenoid wire harness 8P connector No. 4 the green wire and PCM connector C49P No. 21 the green wire. If there is continuity, the SHC wire between those points is OK, so move deeper into the shift solenoid wire harness check. If there is no continuity, repair the open in the SHC wire between the shift solenoid wire harness and the PCM, then verify the repair. Next, remove the shift solenoid wire harness and check continuity through the harness itself. The test is between shift solenoid wire harness 7P connector No. 3, the green wire and shift solenoid valve C1P connector No. 1, the green wire with the 7P connector, the solenoid C1P connector and PCM connector C49P disconnected. If there is continuity, the shift solenoid wire harness checks OK, and the next directed repair is to replace shift solenoid valve C, then verify the repair. If there is no continuity, replace the shift solenoid wire harness, then verify the repair. Keep verification separate from the testing path. Reconnect all connectors, turn the ignition switch to on Roman 2, clear the code with the HDS, then start the engine with the shift lever in P and wait for at least 1 second. After that, test drive the vehicle in third gear for at least 1 second and monitor the OBD status for P0980 with the HDS. If it shows passed, troubleshooting is complete. If a PCM was substituted, replace the original PCM. Also check for other codes after the repair, and if other pending or confirmed codes are present, check what they mean next. If the status shows failed, go back to the beginning and recheck the path. If the PCM was updated, substitute a known good PCM and check the OBD status again. If the status is not completed, meet the test condition and check the OBD status again. The key on P0980 is to prove the electrical path before condemning anything. Duplicate the fault if possible, command the solenoid, measure the circuit, check continuity through the vehicle wiring and the solenoid harness, then run the verification monitor cleanly. For more diagnostic training, visit Diagnostics.com.